Hey there, in this video I'm going to talk about hydraulic system. As you know, liquid, it is not compressible, and if a trapped liquid, if you compress it, the pressure of the liquid will transmit the pressure to all other parts. So this is very important, and as you can see here, we have a simple hydraulic jack diagram here. So since if you apply pressure to a trapped liquid, this liquid will exert pressure to all other parts, and that is why we can use it in a hydraulic jack. And the formula of this hydraulic system, it is F1 over A1 equals to F2 over A2. Okay, so let me just put it to my left a little bit. So F1, it is the initial force, the initial magnitude of the force, and after the liquid exert pressure, and there will be force to our object, right? So this will be our new force, which is force 2. And A1, it is our initial area, and this A2 will be our final area. Okay, so basically the system right here, it is conserved, which means it is constant, and I will name this cylinder as A and this big cylinder as B. So if you apply 12 newtons of force to this cylinder A, and if you apply the force, this cylinder, it will push the liquid, right? Which means you are compressing the liquid. At the same time, the liquid, it will exert pressure in all directions. And the liquid will apply pressure. If you have pressure, you will have force to this cylinder B. And at the same time, the cylinder B will lift this green color box right here. And let's try the formula right here. And let's see what will we get. So our initial force, which is F1, it is going to be 12 newtons. And right here, the cylinder, the area, it is lesser than the cylinder B. So I will just put 0.01 meters square. And this cylinder B, it has greater area. So I will just put 0.1 meter square. So right now, let's find the force exerting on this cylinder B. So A1 right here, it is going to be 0.01 meter square, and our A2, it is going to be 0.1 meter square. So let's put it into this formula and let's see what will we get. 12 newtons over area, which is A1, 0.01 meter square. And the F2, it is going to be an unknown. I will just put F2. And the area, the A2, which is kind of our final area, we will put it as 0.1 meter square. So we can just move around and we will find the answer. So let's find it. So 12 newtons times 0.1 meter square over 0.01 meter square, and let's see what's our F2. So right now I will calculate with my calculator. So 12 times 0.1, it is going to be 1.2 and this m square, which is the area, and 0.01. And right here, as you can see, we have m square, right, which is meter square. We can cut it, and the n signs remain, which is the Newton. So 1.2 divided by 0.01, it is going to be 120 Newton, which is our new force, which means the force right here, it is going to be 120 newtons, lifting this object, this cylinder object, and it will lift this green box. Okay, but there is a price to pay, which is the drawback, because in physics everything it is fair, nothing is free. So as you can see here, we are basically creating force, right? Creating force. And since the energy it is constant, which means everything it is conserved, which means everything you have to give and take. Since we're applying 12 newtons and we can't create force like this, so the drawback it is going to be the distance. The distance is going to be 1. The distance it is going to be 1 over 10 of the distance. So let's say the displacement from this point to this point after you have applied 12 newtons of force. So which means this cylinder A it is going to go down, right? Let's say it is going to be 1 cm. So the displacement right here, it is going to be 1 over 10 times 1, which is the 1 it is going to be cm. So 0.1 cm. Which means if the displacement at this cylinder A it is going to be 1 cm, then the displacement at this cylinder B it is going to be 0.1 cm. So at the end of the day, nothing is free in physics, which means if you want to lift this green object higher, you have to apply more force. If more force, then you will have more displacement. If more displacements at this cylinder A, then you will have more displacement at this cylinder B as well. Okay, so most importantly, what you have to know in physics is that you will get what you have paid, which means if you paid this amount of force, you will get back this amount of result. And furthermore, the energy is constant, so you can't create force out of nowhere. And that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.